next week on Coin News 6 at 6.
I'm Russ Mitchell. Stepped up efforts to find a way out of the deadly violence in Iraq as Iraqi residents fear a repeat of last week's bloodbath. Americans on a spending spree. First returns from Black Friday show holiday shoppers off to an early and high-spending start. Still more questions about the poison puzzle in London. Could the radioactive substance that killed a former spy really be for sale in the U.S. online? And words of inspiration from football's winningest coach with a string of victories, 55 seasons long.
We need points, son. We need points. Let's go.
This is the CBS Evening News with Russ Mitchell.
Good evening. It has been another bloody weekend in Iraq, and the new week is shaping up to be historic and potentially more explosive. In the last 2 days, at least 100 Iraqis have been killed. 3 Americans, 2 Marines, and a soldier were also killed, bringing the total number of U.S. military casualties since the war began to 2,875. All this as President Bush prepares to head to the region for talks with Iraq's Prime Minister. Elizabeth Palmer has more from Baghdad.
Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki visited Sadr City today, not far from the place where Thursday's bombings killed more than 200 people. He was doing his best to look relaxed, hoping to send a message that Iraqis need above all to remain calm. But these people, many still grieving, weren't calm. On this, the last day of the curfew in Baghdad, al-Maliki knows the crisis has exposed his weakness as a leader. Everyone here knows the Shiite cleric Muqtada al-Sadr is the man with real power. Today, 10,000 members of his Mahdi army militia marched in the city of Najaf. Iraqis watching these pictures know every one of these men owns a gun and is ready to use it. Al-Sadr and his militia weren't at frantic government meetings this weekend, though, and neither were some of the key Sunni leaders. When Iraq's Political Council for National Security at last spoke to Iraqis, it was only to make an appeal. Don't allow terrorists to drag you into a civil war. Tonight, Iraqi politicians look very short of ideas to help the country out of this crisis. Russ?
Elizabeth, that curfew you spoke of is now set to be lifted in just a few hours. How concerned are authorities that there will be more violence once that happens?
Not only the authorities, I think everybody is terrified. I've just been talking to a member of parliament who says some of the perpetrators of the violence haven't been included in the political negotiations to reach a deal. So that's a real worry. And I can tell you that our Iraqi colleagues who've been trapped in our office with us since the curfew was imposed have just never looked so worried.
Elizabeth Palmer in Baghdad. Thank you and take care. Joining us to look at future options for U.S. policy in Iraq is Peter Galbraith, a former U.S. ambassador who helped the Iraqis write their new constitution. Ambassador Galbraith, let me ask you, first of all, in your mind, is Iraq in fact in the middle of a civil war?
Absolutely. This is a level of sectarian violence that is tremendous. 100 to 200 people being killed each and every day. And the country is dividing between its Sunnis and its Shiites, with the third group, the Kurds, effectively having an independent country in the north.
Ambassador, I know you advocate splitting Iraq into 3 separate regions. At this point, do you think that's the only option?
Basically, this has already happened. The country has already broken up. And the National Unity Government in Baghdad, it isn't united, and most importantly, it doesn't govern anything. Power rests with the regions or with the militias that effectively run the areas that are inhabited by the religious or ethnic communities.
Looking ahead to the summit this week between President Bush and Iraqi Prime Minister Maliki, what do you think is the best possible outcome?
There isn't any good outcome. Mr. Maliki is the leader of a Shiite religious movement that uses militias to control the South and is a partisan in the civil war. His national unity government cannot agree on anything because it includes Sunnis and Shiites, that is, both sides in the civil war. And most importantly, it doesn't govern anything. So he can make all sorts of promises to President Bush, but he cannot deliver on any of them.
Ambassador Peter Galbraith, thank you so much for your insight. We appreciate it.
Good to be with you.
King Abdullah of Jordan today raised the prospect of not one but three civil wars in the Middle East. Abdullah warned that without strong action, Iraq's sectarian violence could spread beyond its borders within the next 12 months.
We're juggling with the strong potential of three civil wars in the region, whether it's the Palestinians, that of Lebanon, or of Iraq. And therefore, it is time that we really take a strong step forward as part of the international community and make sure we avert the Middle East from a tremendous crisis that I fear and I see could possibly happen in 2007.
Here's what else is happening this Sunday in this country, whether at home or on the road. Millions of Americans charged into malls this weekend. New figures from the National Retail Federation show the average consumer spent $360 on Black Friday. That's up 19% from last year. Bianca Solorzano has more on Shopper Madness. She is out and about at a mall here in New York City. Hi, Bianca.
Hi, good evening, Russ. Yes, that news that shoppers got out there and spent this weekend, it's really the best present that retailers could get. Sales from this weekend really set the tone for how well retailers will do throughout the rest of the holiday season. Santa could have a big gift for retailers this year, and they could be jingling their cash registers all the way to the bank. The holiday shopping season started off strong this weekend. Compared to last year, overall sales could be up as much as 7%.
This year will be the best year ever for U.S. retail.
Retailers have a lot adding up in their favor. The shopping frenzy started early. Last week, all those people who slept out on the street to buy PlayStation 3 got a first look at other merchandise.
We're seeing the toy category hot, consumer electronics hot, and digital red hot.
And there's simply more time to buy. The Saturday before Christmas is usually the biggest shopping day of the year. Last year, it fell on Christmas Eve. But this year, there's a whole extra day to shop before Christmas.
2 years ago, it was $20 DVD players. Last year, the $300 laptop. This year, the most sought-after item, the 42-inch plasma for under $1,000.
This is not a toy. This is a necessity in television today. This is really not a toy.
For Noonie Gray, one plasma wasn't enough. She took home two. High-tech toys are not just for boys anymore. Last year, women spent $55 billion on electronics. Men, just 41. Given the choice to unwrap a flat-panel television, diamond jewelry, or designer shoes, a whopping 77% of women chose the TV. And tomorrow is Cyber Monday. That's when, and I'm not telling people to do this, but it's expected 61 million people will go online from their computers at work during their lunch break, of course, and do even more shopping. Russ?
Plasma TV a necessity. I'll try that one myself. Thank you very much. Today is one of the busiest travel days of the year as folks try to get home from their Thanksgiving journey. Take a look at this. Each of these green dots represents an airliner right now in the skies over the U.S. Joey Chen tells us how many of those heading home got an early Christmas present.
It had all the makings of a holiday travel jam. 38 million Americans on the highway this Thanksgiving, up 1 million from last year. 25 million flying home for the holiday, up 3%. Even Amtrak on overload. 27 extra trains online for the Northeast Corridor alone. Almost all of them sold out. You could just see travel problems brewing. And yet...
Actually, I'm shocked that there are not more people. It's actually very pleasant in here.
It's true you had to look hard to find travel trouble this Thanksgiving Sunday. For much of the afternoon, the worst of it was New Jersey's Teterboro, a tiny commuter airport. Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but why? Just one thing. This, the weather, or lack of it. From coast to coast, little rain or snow. Sunny skies just about everywhere.
We enjoyed it. We're on time and early for everything, so it all went pretty smooth.
So the Sanders family of Miami got to the airport more than 4 hours early, braced for the worst, and never found it.
And it's dead. It's like totally dead.
There were lines at airport security for the first big holiday since Ziploc bags contained travel essentials beyond leftover turkey. And air travelers are finding themselves stuffed into coach cabins. The airline industry expects flights will be more than 90% full both today and tomorrow as Americans head home. By this evening, there were some scattered delays reported at airports around the country, some of the most significant being at Newark and San Francisco. But still, Russ, just look around. This turns out to be the most common sight this Sunday after Thanksgiving. A pretty empty airport, surprising and quite a relief for travelers, Russ.
Does not look bad at all. Joey Chen, thanks a lot. Still ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News, dial P for polonium. The radioactive poison that may have killed a spy in London can be ordered online right here at home.
Walgreens helped me choose the Medicare prescription plan that best covers my medication. So I told Sue about it.
I went to Walgreens with my prescriptions, and they gave me a free report that helped make it easy for me to choose a plan.
Sign up has begun, and Walgreens wants to make sure you're ready. Ask for your free report and receive $50 in coupons.
Now that I've signed up, I'll be taking my prescriptions to Walgreens.
Walgreens accepts all major plans and offers services you won't find anywhere else.
Come see why millions of seniors trust Walgreens.
I went to the best
Bernie, itching. I should have used Preparation H.
You should carry Preparation H portable wipes, convenient little packets, real big wipes, to cleanse, cool, and soothe for relief even when you're not at home. Preparation H portable wipes, big relief to go.
We had a health concern. Turned out to be nothing, but it got us doing more to protect our health, like taking silver.
Centrum Silver age-adjusted multivitamins have key antioxidants that help support natural cell repair.
Our health protection starts with silver.
Bad sore throat. You want fast relief. The hospital strength relief of Cepacol lozenges. Cepacol numbs sore throat pain so fast, it's the #1 choice of hospitals.
The pain is gone.
Cepacol ends your sore throat emergency.
Wherever good can overcome, that is where your contributions to the Salvation Army go.
A lot of people have trouble sleeping, but they don't all have the same trouble. Some can't turn off and stay awake for hours. Others turn off right away, but wake up again later. Many people have both problems. That's why people are asking their doctors for controlled release formula Ambien CR, the latest Ambien. It's the only one with 2 layers that work differently. One dissolves quickly to help you fall asleep fast. The other dissolves slowly to help you stay asleep. Ambien CR is a treatment option you and your doctor can consider along with lifestyle changes and can be taken for as long as your doctor recommends. Until you know how Ambien CR will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Be sure you're able to devote 7 to 8 hours to sleep before being active again. Side effects may include next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. It's non-narcotic. However, like most sleep medicines, it has some risk of dependency. Don't take it with alcohol. A good night's sleep shouldn't be an on-off thing. Falling asleep and staying asleep can make a big difference. So ask your doctor about controlled release formula Ambien CR. Remember, CR.
Police in London today decontaminated the sushi restaurant where a former KGB spy died before becoming fatally ill with radiation poisoning. But it is still a mystery exactly how the rare polonium-210 entered his body. And CBS News has discovered that it's possible to buy this substance on the internet here in America. Tony Gott has been looking into that. Tony?
Russ, school teachers, hospital technicians, do-it-at-home chemistry experimenters, you'd be surprised at the number of people using polonium-210. And as long as you're not looking for too much, you don't have to look far.
Well, this is a small sample of polonium-210.
Bob Lazar is a physicist whose mail-order company east of Albuquerque, New Mexico, sells polonium-210. There it is on his website, price $69. The same radioactive substance that British authorities believe killed Alexander Litvinenko. But Lazar is selling minuscule amounts, nothing near what did in the former Russian spy.
That amount of material, you just can't get your hands on, you know, being an ordinary citizen.
Polonium-210 is highly lethal if ingested. It releases alpha particles that attack vulnerable cells in the body, splitting their DNA, causing the cell to die or to transform into a potentially cancerous tumor. Merely micrograms of it wreak havoc.
Anywhere it lodges, even small amounts, will just sit there and continuously expose the surrounding cells to just a bombardment of alpha particles, and eventually it's just going to destroy what's going on there, whatever organ or cells or it's near. And
Polonium-210 is all around us. It's in the Earth's crust. It's in some water sources. It's even in the lungs of heavy smokers. Some manufacturing processes rely on polonium-210, but these are just trace amounts, not enough to kill someone, according to a government scientist.
Truly, it does take a level of sophistication not only to manufacture it, but able to acquire a large amount, one large amount that would be concerned for immediate health effects.
And so the mystery remains. How was Alexander Litvinenko killed? How did somebody get enough polonium-210 inside his body? And where did the killer get it? Speculation is it had to come from a country with a nuclear program, such as Russia, because polonium-210 usually is made artificially in a nuclear reactor. Russ?
Tony Gunn, thank you very much. Just ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News, American civilian contractors wounded in Iraq forced to battle their employers back home.
Harry is a scratcher who keeps getting scratched. Harry, you need the clear solution to a healthier scalp. Maximum Strength Scalpicin with vitamin E. Not a shampoo. Scalpicin works fast to stop unhealthy scratching that can cause scalp damage with the itch medicine dermatologists recommend. Ah, the all-day confidence of a healthy, itch-free scalp. Maximum Strength Scalpicin, the clear solution to a healthier scalp.
I'm a physical therapist, and washing my hands all day is damaging.
Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Lotion, 7 intensive moisturizers and 3 vitamins.
Nothing heals like this.
Can your lotion do that? Gold Bond Ultimate Healing.
This stuff really works.
When is a juice more than a juice? When it's a super juice that combines the goodness of vegetables with the lusciousness of fruit. Strawberry Banana Leaf Fusion Juice, only from V8. It's juice, reinvented.
Feeling that big cold all over your body? Immerse yourself in total cold relief with Alka-Seltzer Plus. Liquid medicine that speeds relief to every inch of you for big relief fast. Alka-Seltzer Plus liquidates your big cold all over. Also available in liquid gel and new liquid.
For a free trial of prescription Actonel, keep listening.
I asked my doctor for one good reason to keep treating my osteoporosis with Actonel.
I gave her one. 1 out of 2 women past 50 will break a bone due to osteoporosis in their lifetime.
Wow! I didn't know that.
Actonel can help prevent osteoporosis. Actonel helps protect your bones from the cells that cause osteoporosis to help them stay strong and fight fracture.
I'll stick with Actonel. My doctor told me Actonel is not for everyone. Women with low blood calcium or severe kidney disease shouldn't take Actonel, and you must be able to sit or stand for 30 minutes. My doctor also said to follow dosing instructions carefully. Stop taking Actonel and tell your doctor if you experience difficult or painful swallowing, chest pain, or severe or continuing heartburn, as these may be signs of serious upper digestive problems.
To get your certificate for a free trial of Actonel, call 1-877-ACTONEL or visit Actonel.com. Then talk to your doctor.
And keep fighting fracture with Actonel.
She took a new pill for the memory. The results could change her life.
Makes it easier to remember and function.
It's a story you won't forget. Tonight on 60 Minutes.
This week, want the secret to losing weight? Shedding pounds doesn't have to involve strange diets and obsessive exercise. Our series, Overweight in America, has tips to make you fit on The Early Show.
For civilian contract workers in Iraq, the often generous pay has to be weighed against the risks. So far, nearly 8,000 civilians working for American companies have been injured, many by enemy fire. Almost 700 have been killed. As CBS News chief investigative correspondent Armin Katan reports, many injured civilians find themselves fighting a new battle once they come home.
It was a few days before Christmas in Mosul, Iraq, 2004. Sam Walker sat down for lunch in a military tent. A suicide bomber just steps away.
And next thing you know, there's a bright explosion coming, a bright light coming toward me. I think I'm picked up and thrown over the table.
22 people were dead.
the blast tore up the bodies, and you see all the blood and all that stuff. That's,
It was pure horror for Walker, who had come to Iraq to run a private recreational facility for soldiers. After the Mosul bombing, he went home to Georgia and was deserted, he says, by the company that hired him, Kellogg, Brown & Root.
And you're saying KBR in no way reached out to you to say?
Not whatsoever, And as of today, I don't think anyone has called and asked, how are you doing, or, is everything okay?
But everything was not okay. Suffering from nightmares and flashbacks, Walker was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. His request for workers' compensation passed from KBR to its insurer, AIG.
What happens with AIG when it becomes clear you're suffering from PTSD?
They deny all claims.
Where were you based out of? Anaconda.
As it turns out, Sam Walker is far from alone. Witness this recent gathering of civilian contractors in Nashville. In this Music City hotel, it was the same sad song. David Meredith, a truck driver from Kansas diagnosed with PTSD, was in a supply convoy heading to a military base when a roadside bomb took out one of the trucks and the driver inside.
His windshield was blown out, laying in the middle of the street. I climbed up the passenger side of the truck, ready to pull him out. There was nothing left of him. Nothing at all.
AIG says it has no incentive to deny claims because the federal government reimburses all awards paid to private contractors wounded in attacks. Nevertheless, some plaintiffs' attorneys charge the insurer drags its feet on certain claims that should be paid right away. AIG would not discuss individual claims, but a company spokesman said the insurer pays more than 90% of workers' comp claims from Iraq when appropriate documentation is received. The same rate paid on U.S. claims.
It's just superficial injury.
Sam Walker's injury claim was paid 19 months after the Mosul bombing, but only after his lawyer filed a complaint with the Labor Department. Meanwhile, dozens of men like David Meredith are running out of hope.
KBR is pretty much disposed of me. You knew what you were getting into when you went over there. Deal with it.
A KBR spokeswoman told CBS News that every potential employee receives very specific warnings about the dangers of working in a war zone. The company has seen more than 50 employees killed and 3,500 injured in Iraq. Armin Katayan, CBS News, New York.
Up next on tonight's CBS Evening News, meet the Gridiron's winningest coach. 543 victories and counting.
The best in German engineering. A powerful motor. And a handling system for precision and control from Braun. Introducing the world's first electric shaver with the expertise of Gillette blade technology. Precisely angled edges cut hair more effectively with every stroke. For Braun's closest, most comfortable shave ever. It even cleans and renews itself. The new 360 Complete from Braun. Precision, control, perfection.
When you're on the go, a dead battery's a big deal. You need Pocket Power, the portable, rechargeable outlet in your pocket. It's the power to travel, exclusively at Sam's Club.
Got too much on your plate to think about what should go on your plate? Try Delicious Ensure, a source of complete balanced nutrition. So when you can't eat right, eat smart. Ensure, nutrition for a healthier you.
Heartburn?
Painful.
Zantac.
Okay.
Better? Completely. Zantac's fast. Maximum strength Zantac after a meal quickly relieves heartburn.
Dinner?
Sure.
Zantac
First.
Prevents?
Definitely Zantac's fast. Maximum strength Zantac before a meal prevents heartburn. Heartburn?
Yeah.
Prescription.
Slow.
The leading prescription can take a day or more to fully work.
Zantac.
Better. Zantac's fast. For heartburn, why wait? Zantac's fast.
I'm one of those people who doesn't like to
be held back. I have my fast-acting inhalers.
So I thought I was in control of my asthma, but I was using my inhaler
a lot. So I learned about something more I could do.
More I could do.
More I could do.
If you use your fast-acting inhaler more than twice a week for symptoms, talk to your doctor because you may not be in control of your asthma. Singular helps prevent asthma symptoms before they start. and helps provide 24-hour control in a once-a-day tablet. Singulair is not a steroid, and Singulair is also approved to help relieve indoor and outdoor allergy symptoms. Singulair will not replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden symptoms. Continue taking your other asthma medicines as prescribed. If asthma symptoms get worse, contact your doctor at once. Side effects are generally mild and vary by age and may include headache, ear infection, sore throat, and upper respiratory infection. Join the millions of people with asthma who have discovered Singulair.
I learned about something more I could do.
Ask your doctor about Singulair today.
'Tis the season to eat jolly. But is overeating the only reason we gain weight? Many scientists don't think so, and what they found may surprise you. This week, the genetics of weight gain, the science of weight loss. Don't miss our special series, Overweight in America, the science, the solutions, on the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric. See it now.
Finally this evening, some things never change. The sun rises, the sun sets, and South Carolina's Summerville High School wins football games. The team reached the state quarterfinals again this year. It may have something to do with a living legend on the Summerville sidelines, as we hear from Mark Strassman.
In Summerville, South Carolina, fall's Friday night lights spotlight the high school's football dynasty. And Coach John McKissick, the Green Wave's living legend.
Great job.
Good job, guys. Good job. A fixture here for 55 years. And football's winningest coach ever. Now 80, McKissick still oozes Vince Lombardi.
What the hell are you doing?
Clock's right here.
I can't believe it.
He has to win, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And it's a bad weekend when he loses, let me tell you.
How bad?
Real bad.
McKissick started coaching here in 1952, and you could say he got the hang of it pretty fast. That 52 team lost only one game. By 53, Summerville was undefeated, and it's been a romp through the record books ever since. 10 state championships, 30 regional titles, and more total coaching wins than Don Shula in the NFL or John Gagliard at the college level. In 1993, McKissick set the national high school record with his 406th career win and just kept going. You have grandsons and watched by their grandfathers who also played for you.
Right. And that's a good feeling. To know that I'm still around.
And still old school.
Football is blocking, tackling, and running.
Off the field, quarterback Reed McCullum knows McKissick's other fundamentals. Study hard, get to class. Hair cut short, shirts tucked in.
He doesn't like the facial hair. I got a shave, speaking of it.
No earrings?
No, sir.
You wouldn't even think about wearing an earring?
No, sir.
McCullum's father, Dennis McCullum, played for McKissick in 1969. Yes, they were state champs that year.
You know, for my son, 36 years later, to be able to play for him is pretty unbelievable.
Hey, Reed, we need points, son. We need points. Let's go.
In the opening round of this year's state playoffs, undefeated Summerville fell behind early, then rallied to advance.
Y'all got a hell of a team. I tell you,
It was McKissick's 543rd career win.
we need 544. We need to get the next one.
Always, it's about the next one. And next year, McKissick's team is supposed to be even better.
A remarkable man.
Mark Strassman, CBS News, Summerville, South Carolina.
And that's the CBS Evening News. Thanks for joining us this Sunday evening. I'm Russ Mitchell, CBS News in New York. Good night.